Greetings, I'm Pillar Next as the Ancient Gladiator. Today with character creation. This time covering a game I picked up recently. Agents of Concordia. I found it at Gamers Haven discounted. I thought, what the hell? You are agents for the Concordia Central Intelligence. Their symbol is here on the back. Of pentagon within a pentagon, appropriately. Your character, with regard to the setting, there's, the Concordia worlds, Prime, Earth, and then there's the artifacts in the Primal worlds. What your agency is trying to do is keep threats from reaching the Singularity, ultimately. And it'll be done through confrontation, infiltration, observation, exploration, and scholarship. Hold on for a moment. To that end, you'll have your characters. Their basic ability stats are Constitution, Dexterity, Focus, Wisdom, Wits, and Charisma. Constitution is used as the basis for grit. The higher your Constitution, you'll start with +1 grit. If it's low enough, it'll be a -1. Then your wound threshold will go off of that. And then you'll have 6 health. When you take damage, it'll go to your health, and enough damage will knock you unconscious. If you take damage equal to or greater than your wound threshold, you take a wound which will be a cripple to your skills. The way the whole skill check system works in this game, you'll have 12-sided dice, which I rarely see used, so it's interesting. And I'm going to set this down for a minute. I have it raised up. Yeah. Okay. And then, so let's say you have 3. And your appropriate skill, you'll roll them. You'll use the highest. And then modify it as follows. Every support you have will increase it by 3. Every cripple you have will reduce it by 3. There are different factors that can count as one or the other. Your basic ability, so whatever the stat applies to it. Like, let's say, dexterity and martial arts, for example. And then other modifications. And what you're trying to do is be equal to or better than the target number. If the target number is sufficiently low enough and your result is high enough, you can get additional effects, like story effects or supporting yourself or allies or inflicting a crippling effect on someone. Other stuff. In general, you'll have easy, test, medium, hard, and very hard. You'll probably end up seeing these two a lot more, I think. I would imagine easy stuff rarely comes up. Unless it, like, absolutely needs to be checked. Oh, and if you ever have no skill, you roll 2 dice. And you're stuck with the lowest one. It's entirely possible for the species you play to have a basic ability low enough to absolutely fumble the roll completely. So, actually creating your character for this game. First, you're going to need the character concept. So, like, get an idea where your character's from and all that, and there's background and species to kind of give that more of a structure. So, like, where we go. So, like for backgrounds, there's stuff like academic, or artist, or criminal. And then for species, there's like a ton of species. There's of course the basic humans, but there's also interesting stuff like the Alden or Jonah or Fawn called. There's a lot of curious creatures in this one. The goblin looking nonsense. Interesting. But your species will give you your basic abilities. So they'll generally start at 0 or a negative or a -2 to 3 or a +3 to 4. Somewhere around there. And then you'll have to figure out your basic training. So you'll get three points to alter your basic abilities, maybe correct some weaknesses or emphasize some strengths. You'll also get a point in each field of your skills. Again, the skills follow the same 5 of Confrontation, Infiltration, Observation, Exploration, Scholarship. There's got to be a shorter way to refer to all that. Oops. And then you'll also get your career. You'll have veterancy dots. The way veterancy dots works is when you get a dot, it'll go to a specific. Let's see. It'll go to a specific skill line, and then once you have 10 points, it'll become an actual point of veterancy. I'm trying to remember what exactly the veterancy is good for. Let's see. Let's see here. Reactions, and I think other stuff. Yeah, 165. Veterancy is an odd system. It's the ability to stay calm in different situations. You spend points to get special effects and succeed in rolls that would otherwise fail. And each point is regained at the end of the mission. Okay. And you can get it back when the mission's over, or you take a long rest. You get it if the GM throws in the red die. I don't have a red die with this D12 set, so I just have the black number. I can probably get it if I swap it out with my Wave Breakers set. By fumbling a roll, getting a negative result. Or just at the end of the mission. It represents something. Like, with Confrontation, it's like the agent was in a physical conflict, or ended a physical conflict without anyone getting hurt. Or for Infiltration, it's like telling a lie to an antagonist, or getting deceived. It was a failure. There's that stuff. Yeah, the careers include stuff like locksmith, which is primarily scholarship and then infiltration, or operator, which is primarily observation and infiltration. Yeah, this is not a game focused heavily on conflict, but that potential for conflict is still there. And you can be part of it if you're making a character along those lines. And then finally, there's finishing touches. Your personality, your appearance, your personal effects, starting equipment, and most importantly, clearance. So, before you go on a mission, players can pool their clearance levels together to pull that many points worth of stuff for the mission, and then it would look better on them to bring it back if it's a one-use thing and they had to use it. That's understandable. If it's really important shit, they better bring it back, or things are going to be difficult. And then just having a bio for your character, just get the story of them across. Why do I like this game? I like it because so I had an idea that called Through Gates Unguarded, and I never really saw it through, but this is the closest it's coming to that idea, and I like this mostly better than my own idea. So I don't know. I kind of want to revisit it anyway, but for now, I'm just happy to read through, Agents of Concordia. I don't really see a whole lot of people talking about it, which is weird. Then again, it's usually the popular stuff that gets talked about anyway. But still, I think this is a game with a lot of potential. I'm sure it can be realized with a little bit of creativity and elbow grease. Yeah, Agents of Concordia. Check it out. It was kickstarted a few years back. There's probably plenty of copies floating around still. So just look around. But anyway, thank you very much for watching. This is Pillar. We'll see you next time.